Good evening, friends. This is Somnambulist Gaming, and we're playing Final Fantasy II. Now, the first thing you might notice is that we are not where we were when we left off. That's because I'm an idiot, and I missed a keyword that you had to get for the people in the game to tell you where you have to go. So I went to Cassion too early, and I couldn't get in there. But we are going to go in here, and hopefully I've got this down, and we're going to get this going on. And I just walked in right here. Okay. There's another thing is, I did a shitload of grinding, because that's a thing that's going to happen in this game. As you can see, we've got 415 HP for Banjo, 246 for Wanda, and 517 for Biff, as well as 47 MP for Wanda, which isn't bad. I didn't really intend Banjo and Biff to get such high HP, but Wanda just refused to gain. I gave everybody the same treatment, just beating on each other like frat boys, and everybody was gaining but Wanda. It was ridiculous. I had to spend extra time just making sure Wanda got enough HP that she isn't going to get two-shotted in the next couple of dungeons. It's ridiculous. Okay. Yes, many good men died in the Dreadnought's attack. I sometimes wonder if we should surrender to the Empire. No. Scott sealed the gates of Castle Cassion to protect the Sunfire in case his army was defeated. You will need the Goddess's Bell to lift the doors again. That's what I missed. Only the Cassion clan know the bell's whereabouts. Alright. Hey Mindu, how's it going? It is his spirit that is most hurt, not his body. That is something a physician can... That is not something a physician can cure. I was mistaken there for a second because I read it incorrectly. Gordon should know where the bell is, but we do not know where he has disappeared to. Someone who's been close to Scott and Gordon may know where it is. Princess Hilda, perhaps? Oh man. I bet you I can just go walk in here, and then Princess Hilda will be here, because that's where she is. And then I will ask her about the Goddess's Bell. Yes, Scott and Gordon have mentioned that before. Cassion's doors only respond to the voice of a family member or to the sound of a magical bell. The bell is supposedly hidden deep within a cave in the Snowlands. You do not intend to go there, I hope. Oh, if only Gordon were here, you wouldn't have to risk your lives like this. I wonder where he has gone. Well, regret is pointless now. I can only pray for your safe return. Joseph knows the snowfields as he does his own garden. He may have some good advice to offer. Yeah, maybe. He's kind of a fucker, but hey, he'll be useful. I mean, he was protecting his daughter when he was lying to us, so I can't really blame him too hard, but still. I'm still gonna blame him. I'm a terrible person, I don't know. So, that's what's happening. We're going up to Paloom, and then we're gonna take a boat to Poft, and we're gonna roll up to Salamand and talk to Joseph. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna beat the shit out of a lot of goblins. Oh man, so many goblins. Fortunately, that grinding regimen burned some gil pretty hard on account of how the inn costs more per point of HP and MP restored. So, I mean, I would beat everybody into the red, and then heal up, and then beat everybody into the red, and then heal up until I had no MP. And it kind of costed a lot. It's generally cheaper if you use your MP to heal, and then use the inn to restore the MP. But if you run out, then you just gotta pay. It's no big deal. All it really means is Biff's still not using a mithril sword. But that's alright. I got Banjo and Biff set up with cure spells as well. And they've gained a little bit of MP. But they're not exactly going to be casters. That's just for out-of-combat healing, so that Wanda doesn't have to waste as hard. Alright, I'm going to go right up here to Salamand. It's going to be a good time. Hornets and Stranglers. That doesn't sound like a good time. I mean, you just think you walk into a forest and then just vines all up in your business like you're well, female character from Evil Dead. And that's bad enough. I mean, dang. And then you start getting stung by a hornet. That's not fun. I swear to you, as the complete truth, I once went to Taco Bell. And I went through the drive-thru. And I ordered my slew of digestion-destroying food. Because I am a fat guy. That happens. And I got home. And I reached into the bag. And I had an intense, just incredible pain in my finger. And a big red mark. And I couldn't figure out what the hell happened. I was going into crazy fits. Thinking about, like, I had some sort of nerve damage. And my, I don't know, my shit was going weird. And all this stuff. And then my bag started buzzing. There was a hornet in my Taco Bell. It was not fun. Oh man. So yeah, it's not good. Thank you so much for saving my daughter. Borgin threatened me into lying, so I just couldn't tell you the truth. If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know. Yeah, he's gonna make things good. Good guy. You will not make it to the ice cavern without my snowcraft. I hid the snowcraft inside the mines. On the first level, a blue rock marks the entry to a secret room to the right. It's in there. Well, let's go. Now, if you'll remember, when we went through the mines there, I pointed that out. That there was a blue rock that isn't going to be anything useful yet. But now it will be. We're going to go there and we're going to get a snowcraft, because you need a little snow raft. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's like a little boat with a sail. I don't really know how that works, but hey, it's Final Fantasy logic. Who cares? Well, let's see what Joseph's got. He's got no magic. I guess he can hit things. I don't think he's going to be around here for super long, though. Actually, he might be through the ice cave. Which, I just spoiled it. That's where we're going. We're going to get a snowcraft, and then we're going to go to an ice cave. And it's going to be full of ice things. And at the end of it, there's going to be a turtle. And then the turtle is almost immune to all forms of damage. Except ice. Because that's a good place for a turtle who's weak against ice to be. Now I'd be like, why? How would they even expect you to have an ice spell? I mean, I have one, and I've been trying to level it up and stuff because I know these things. But they actually do. They give you an ice scroll in the dungeon, so they know you'll have it. I can't really blame them too hard for it, although it's kind of strange that this fucking turtle's weak against ice. What's it doing in an ice cave? There's that cave we're going back to. We're just going right in the entrance, though. If we can get there through all of the fucking hornets. And queen bees. Joseph's basically like a monk in a poncho. I can't argue. He punches things, it's helpful. The unarmed attacks in this game are relatively effective. Free potions, which are good this early. That fucking 20 out of 63 there is one of the scourges of this game. It's the fucking limited inventory. And oh boy, it doesn't even put the key items in a different screen like all of the other games. Now you're gonna end up, and you don't get rid of any of these fuckers either. They're just stuck in there. You're gonna end up with like 15 of them by the end of the game, just clogging up your shit so that you don't have room for anything. It's fucking terrible, man. Especially the status effects that persist after battle, like blind. Blind persists after battle. And there will be a dungeon in a little while that made me really mad in my last playthrough, but which might work out a little better now that I'm kind of prepared for it. That has enemies that just do the full party target blind spell, like every turn. They just spam it. So it's just up to luck and your character's evasion as to whether or not you're gonna be blinded. and then either have to burn a bunch of eye drops. From each eye drop is going to be one full space in your inventory. And you just can't have that many. You're not going to have enough. It sucks balls. Or whether you can just dodge all the blind spells and you're good. I don't like that kind of RNG stuff. It's terrible. When Joseph pushed a small rock, a hidden passageway appeared. Excellent. At the back of this room is the snowcraft that I hid. I think there might actually be some other loot in here too. Nope. I'm thinking of other secret rooms, I imagine. Obtain snowcraft from the treasure chest. Good times. Let's go! I should be in real good shape for this ice cave, because like I said, I ended up grinding too long. Because of fucking Wanda. The enemies in there really aren't very strong. I could have got through without any of the grinding. Like, just the 130, 150 HP I was at before. Although, just like now, Wanda was dangerously low. But there's just one enemy later in the dungeon that, when the first time I went into the ice caves, I game overed on these assholes like 4 times. It was ridiculous. They'd just show up and it'd be like 4 of them and they just one-shot everybody. Like, what the fuck just happened? But all the rest of the enemies are just real easy. Other than the boss, of course. The turtle I've complained about. But, you know, you'll see when it comes up. Alright. Honestly, I think I'm pretty much okay. I should be able to just go straight to the snow area. Make a run for the cave. I don't know. I'll save outside. It won't be any big deal. I haven't used any MP, and I've got a shit ton of potions. It'll be alright. I mean, really, just with the endurance increases that you're going to get as you increase your HP, because your endurance increases as you take damage. My defense is probably pretty high for this point in the game, so the enemies in there probably won't be able to damage me too hard. Probably Wanda, just because she's still wearing a leather cap and a shirt or whatever the hell. I think I might have upgraded her with something, I don't know. I should probably check that, actually. Also, in the near future, I should be able to buy a life spell, which is incredible. It's more efficient than healing sometimes. Because just like all the other spells, you can see like I have a level 3 cure spell, so it costs 3 MP. Level 1 ice, level 1 warp, level 1 fire, all cast 1. That's all spells. All spells. Which is one of the reasons it's hard to get high MP, because you gotta level a spell like a motherfucker just to be able to burn enough MP before a battle will end to gain. Which is, I mean, you're gonna be using a lot of cures, so that's the easiest way. But life is the same, it's just 1 MP. You only use it when somebody dies. Like, I think I have to like level 3 or something by the end of the game on my last go-through. And that is not expensive. In particular, when people are blinded and shit like that. It's really, it's cheaper and easier to just let them die, and then raise them, and then the status effect is gone. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. That should not be a thing. See, I'm just on a little snowboat. I guess there's like a little drill thing at the front. It's like a rotor. That's cool, I guess. Can't argue, really. Cave time. Oh, no, we're not quite getting there. Get some Yetis, which are stronger Sasquatches. Still no big deal. Yeah. Even Biff can take him out. I'm thinking he's the weakest physical attacker at the moment, just because he's got kind of a shitty sword. There's some pretty solid loot in this upcoming cave, though. I might be able to get him something better. before I finish up and head out, of course. But I don't know. I don't really remember the specifics. Alright. Sort. Sort. Burn some potions. Sort again. Man, I just do not know about Joseph's portrait there. He's getting a little Kali Ma going up in here. I don't know about that. But hey, we're going. Snow Cavern B1. Let us see what the enemies are. Floating skulls. I have no idea what these guys do. I don't even remember. It was a huge waste of time to even do a preliminary run. Outside of learning the mechanics. I know for a lot of future games, I'm probably not going to be doing that. And there is, oh, I remember that. See, there's a crack on the wall. That's going to open up at some point. I mean, really, past Final Fantasy III, there's really no reason that I would have to do a run of any of the other Final Fantasy games. Because I've played them all 7 or 8 times. I'm bored with some of them. So, hey, it's not like I'm going to get lost. Not to mention that that's... Later in the series, they do get easier. Like, Final Fantasy IV is still a bit difficult, but it's nothing crazy. These icicles, yeah, they're not too wimpy. I mean, they're doing a little bit of damage, mostly to Wanda, and they're not getting one-shotted too hard. Under Gil? Can't argue. No, he should probably do that. Good times. It's pretty important I knock out these grenades. That shit's dangerous. Let's see what we got up here. 150 gil. Hey, why not? That's a door? Fuck you. Fuck that door. I'm not going in there. Doors are fuckers. Looks like my webcam's going a little strange. It keeps adjusting. I don't know why. It's a huge piece of shit, so it does things, and then sometimes I don't know why. Once I finish this video, I'm gonna look into that. I apologize for that, offhand. But I mean, not enough that I'd actually stop and fix it. There's a lot of undead in here. There's a lot of undead all through the goddamn game. Usually they're not too strong. They have some real nasty effects though. Like blind. That's the enemies that cast blind all day. The higher level ones steal health. Bunch of shit like that. it gets to be a pain. Now, I don't even know where the hell I'm going. But I better be thorough in here and get all the loot. I'm gonna knock out these icicles. I'm actually kind of surprised how strong they are. I don't remember them being any big deal. I figure at this point I'd probably just tear them up. They aren't exactly giving me trouble, but I expected that they'd go down faster. Let's see what we got. Battle axe? No, I don't really have anybody with axe skill, but axes are alright. Antidote? I think I might just be going right back down the stairs I came up in a moment. Alright, good times. Aha! Mithril mace. Nah. I think that counts as the staff skill. I don't really have anything to do with that. It's fucking bizarre. The staves have like a 20% magic penalty. Except for the ones you get later in the game that are specifically like mage's staff or whatever. You'd think they would be the really good caster weapons. But daggers are a lot better, and nothing is even better than that. Alright. Back to the stairs. Enemy strikes first. Man, that shit with my webcam is annoying me. Probably even worse for you guys, seriously. Seriously. It's crazy. I might cut this video a little early just for that reason. Come on, Banjo. I mean, look at that. Wanda just smacked that fucker for 200 damage. That's more like it. Those zombies don't have a lot of defense. So you get some big ol' hits on them. Alright, let's see what we got down here. I'm thinking this might be the stairs down, but I believe there was an area to the left I still need to check. I should be sure to do that. Doesn't hurt anybody to be thorough. Especially considering the enemies in here are not giving me any trouble. Also, I could be wrong about what's over here. entirely possible. I'm wrong all the time. That's basically what I'm good at. Ghouls. Pretty solid gill in here, though. Yep, stairs. I'm gonna go ahead and check this area to the left. There's probably gonna be nothing there. It's gonna be like 3 tiles over there, and then a dead end. And I'm gonna have to run all the way back. It happens sometimes. Man, Wanda's really wrecking fuckers in here. Enemy strikes first. And out. Okay, good. Oh ho! There is a box. We shall see what is in the box. And also cure. Level 3 cures get pretty solid. In the box, not us. I'm not even sure what that does. A gem that calls forth an ice storm. Alright. I guess that'd be useful on the turtle. One down, 2 down. Somebody hit the last balloon. I don't think they're gonna. Well, they might. Usually when I want them to do those things, they don't. But now Biff doesn't have much option. Ha ha! Always at these big-ass battles. And what's unfortunate is, like, I could wreck all of these guys with a fire spell. Like, you can automatically do the target all. But doing the multi-target just tanks the power of the spell, no matter what kind of spell it is. Like, I'd break out that fire spell, and it'd be like 4 to all of those. It'd be pointless. Actually, that many targets would be lucky to hit 4. Well, shit happens. That's the mechanics you gotta handle. Alright, we're going down here. I decided I was gonna end this video at these stairs over here, which turned out to not be early. But hey, shit happens. You know, it's actually even in the dungeon I was talking about. It's these fucking shadow guys that do the blind all the time. fuckers. They do it on attack and they have the spell. They're very uncommon in this dungeon though, so I didn't remember even they were here. I do have a couple of eye drops though. The fuck? Punch you. Alright. Darkness. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and return in a moment. So, well, in a moment for me, not so much for you, gentlemen. This has been Somnambulist Gaming, and we've been playing Final Fantasy II. Thank you very much for watching. I apologize again for the weird camera issues. And please join us next time, where we will go down these stairs, and we will see what is down there. Good times.